Hi everybody. I was about halfway through recording the next episode when I managed to get myself killed. And because my inventory was full and I wasn't paying attention to that when I broke my grave, I ended up sending my angel ring spinning into the void. Which means that for this very moment, I'm back on jetpacks. But I do need to work on getting a new angel ring. One little problem with that, though. And something that I haven't noticed for a while. Squids seem to have stopped spawning. They had been spawning right and left over here. But I didn't really notice that until after I tried to make a new spawn room. First over here, and then I tried moving it over here, since people had mentioned the possibility of it being a biome issue. And I came up with this idea, which I thought was fairly clever. The only problem being that squids are still not spawning, so they're not turning into ghasts. So, I'm going to have to get ghasts the old-fashioned way. We're going to make a trip to the Nether. So this should be fun. I'm sure it'll be amusing to watch anyway. And I should bring with me some dirt. I have a few things I want to bring along because while I'm there I also want to pick up a Nether quartz chicken. Which means I'm going to need some dirt and some grass seeds and make a big grass platform. And that will be something that will allow the ghasts to spawn as well. Okay, I believe I have the things gathered together for this trip. Obsidian for the doorway. And I'll just put these down here. Flint and steel to open it. And dirt, watering can, and grass seeds to grow the grass for the chicken. So, let's have some fun. I would have liked to have brought a matter transmitter with me, but I didn't, because I don't have enough ender pearls. That's something I'm going to need to work on soon. But for right now, we're going to work on spawning a ghast. It shouldn't be hard to do once we get enough distance. I think you have to be 25 meters away. And of course you have to have the right light level. I'm pretty sure light level makes a difference to ghasts. So I figure I'm going to make this bridge about 30 meters long. So we're at 28. So we want to get up to 58. And hopefully the ghast won't appear between here and the portal. Also, hopefully the ghast won't blow my portal shut. I did bring some cobblestone, so I suppose I can prevent that. So now I'll just see about waiting for it to spawn. And then I'll punch it a few times and scoop it up. Well, something has spawned anyway. I suppose doing away with these dudes probably would give me some of these mob chunks. And it'll give me something to do while I'm waiting for the ghast spawn. An Enderman. Should I pester it? Sure. If I can get some Enderman chunks out of those, that ought to save me some time. There he is. We're not playing tennis with him. Just a little more. Alright, one heart left. We either catch him or we don't. That was sad. But at least we know that Ghasts spawn in the Nether now. Perhaps I should have hit it with an arrow. It's kind of hard to precisely damage a Ghast. But at any rate, I'm going to need more stuff. Starting with a new jetpack. And fully charged jetpack. However, I also think it might be a good idea to armor myself. So let's do that. And armored jetpack. And for the rest of my armor, I think I'll just go with diamond and keep it simple. And we'll be bringing along a bow. And I'll want more arrows than that. That should do for now. I'm not going to bother with a sword. Actually, yes I am. I do want another Solium dagger. And for a sword, we're just going to take a Solium dagger. I'm bringing blocks to build around the grave so that stuff doesn't fall into the void, since I've learned that lesson. And well, that's interesting. Oh, because that one was blown closed. Okay, that's fine. Either way, my next trick is going to be marking this location on the map. Now, there should be a death point over that way, 106 meters. So I guess that's where I'll go. And hopefully I will not find my inventory overloaded. And this should be safe enough. And yeah, I don't need swords. Not that many. And this can go here. And I'm going to head back and put away my spare backpack. Jetpack. After I lodge an arrow into that. But before I do that, I want to make sure that my cursed lasso is handy. And I need to get rid of some stuff I don't need right now. Alright, cursed lasso, bow. I don't hear that thing singing anymore. But there it is just the same. I don't think it liked that. I don't think I'm concerned about what it liked. I want to catch me a bat. And so here's a sneak preview of the project that you'll be seeing me work on next episode. Because I did happen to notice while I was working on this that there were a number of bats. Let's see, inside here is a lot of nothing. Except bats. This is going to be a lot easier than chasing him around the middle of the air. Considerably easier. That and that. And hey, let's have some feathers. And back in the crafting grid. And onto my baubles it goes. And I'm back in flight. Oh yeah, I might as well mention this guy. He came about in the usual way. That is to say, he spawned on one of my platforms, got struck by lightning, sprouted into 4 skeleton archer horses, 3 of which I destroyed and 1 of which I just shot the skeleton off of, and here we are. Nowhere to ride him, of course, but I have a horse. So that's kind of cool. So now that I have the miracle of flight restored, I suppose I could just call this an episode, but it doesn't seem like much of an episode to me. So I'm going to do another thing I wanted to do. Basically, I want to eat real quick. That's what I want to do. But I also want to collect some spawners. I almost forgot how to fly for a second. That would have been funny, right? Okay, also sad, but mostly funny. Okay, here we are. Nether fortress with plenty of nether skellies. And those guys. So let's come over here and mark it real quick. And then let's see if we can't find ourselves a spawner. Here we are. My planning on this may not have been perfect. But that's what makes a battle exciting, is the chance that you might get killed, right? Out of here. Actually, what really makes a battle exciting is the chance that you might get killed and surviving it. So yeah, that was exciting. And I have a broken spawner and spawner shards. I have to find out what those are good for. And I've got a blaze chunk. I should finish healing before I go picking a fight with blazes. Those guys aren't very nice. I'm beginning to suspect they don't like me. Which strikes me as odd, because everyone likes me. I'm a very likable guy. Nether quartz chicken. I didn't think it would spawn on this stuff, but I'm cool with that. And I'm out of here. I think that's enough adventure for today. Ha ha ha. Okay, that's fine. I mainly needed the one. And now that I've got that, I'll drop this little guy off. In here. I really need to start paying more attention to this thing but I have plans. Alright, so we've regained the miracle of flight, gathered a couple of spawners, and stabbed a few zombie pigmen. Next episode, I hope to get back to building. Until then, have some fun, build something cool, and have a nice day.